I will never forget this feeling of like flying down the stairs of that stage because you're just like the adrenaline. I've never felt anything like it. I've been in love before, you know, but I've never felt that.
I love to jam.
What's up everyone, this is MPNG and today we're coming at you with a brand new episode of I Love to Jam, and as you might hear, this episode is in English. It's the first English show we do because I love the English language and I love English artists. And you know what? Yeah, we invited an English artist today. So she's a singer, she's a YouTube talk show host, and she's also a radio host. Her single In This Together blew up in Germany, became a nationwide radio hit. She's English, grew up in Hamburg, recently moved to Berlin, but her real home is the stage. We're gonna talk about her upcoming album, what it was like to tour with James Blunt, and how Ikea can ruin a relationship, or should I say relationshit? Well, we're gonna find out in today's episode with Emily Roberts.
I love to jam.
Welcome to I Love to Jam.
Thank you so much for having me.
Emily Roberts.
Woo!
Yeah, you're a host yourself, right?
I am. I do have the honor to present from time to time, and I love it. But how do you feel about it?
Me, I'm a musician at the first place, you know. I just
Of course.
try and want to talk to artists, try to find out the story behind the songs, behind their careers, how you got started and everything. But I don't really, see myself as a music journalist or something, or like. Oh,
Interesting. Because where does journalism really start and where does it end, you know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You tell me. What is it for you? You are an artist and you are also a host. So what is your show actually about? What do you present there?
We're talking about the radio show right now, right?
Yeah,
because
radio show.
I
at
do
Fritz,
have,
yeah.
I don't have it, but I host,
You host
a YouTube format as well sometimes.
Okay.
It's called Artworks.
Artworks.
Link in
okay.
bio.
Yeah. We're gonna put it there,
And
of course.
my homie Anton founded it, and it's also a talk format. So
Okay.
basically, I just sit in your chair, and I interview an artist, and then they perform as well. We have like 3 layers to this: interview, performance, and in the background, but really important, of course, an artist is creating a visual image. So we've had graffiti artists and
like
people
while
who
you
like
having the
paint.
interview.
Yes,
Okay,
and
whoa.
they do that inspired by the music and the stories the artist is telling, and I love that.
Nice.
And I wish we can go back on. We did that like within the COVID time, and then
I think
we
I
all
saw
went
some
into
bits of
full
it.
lockdown, and now we don't know. But it's great fun. Do you love doing this as well?
Oh my
the
God,
hosting?
I love it so much. It's such a great hang with everyone involved, with the team here, with the musicians, with the artists I get to know, I get to kind of collab with. And, we would have never like played together or did anything together,
Maybe. You just have to create the opportunities.
Right.
And that's
right.
really cool.
And that's a win-win here. So, but I want to jump back when you grew up.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Let's go right into the trauma.
trauma. Like,
Should I lie down? Is this therapy?
now we gotta get. Okay, but
Okay.
how does that make you feel? No, I'm just kidding. Let's go back. Your mom is German, right?
Yes.
Your dad is from England.
Exactly.
You grew up in Hamburg.
I did.
And then you moved to Berlin. You started music at the age of 13, right?
You
Or
did
right
your
about?
research,
Yeah.
young man.
Am I right? I just have to look. And then
correct.
you did music in Hamburg, and now you live in Berlin. But there was a point in your career where, like, suddenly your song was the title song of "I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here" in Germany.
Right.
I
Yeah.
have to make this a
I know we
topic
have to
now.
talk about it. I know.
But your song was a title song, and your life changed at that moment, right?
It was
How was
quite
that for you?
crazy. Yeah, so I've been doing this for what feels forever. I always knew I wanted to be a musician, but I was too shy to say that So I said, I want to be an actress. Because when you, as a
Okay.
kid or as a teenager, say you want to be an actress, people don't go like, oh, act. Why don't you act for me? You're like, I'm already pretending to like you.
That's a good
because,
one, actually. Whenever I become an actor, I have to remember this.
But when you're a singer, I bet you know this.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, why did you sing for us right now? You could do it, but you don't want to do it. And I've had to do that many times. So I stopped saying I want to be a singer because also my vocals sucked at that point. When I was 13, I have recordings of myself when I was 13. Not good. But if you keep working on it and if you keep believing in yourself and focus on the feeling that singing gives you, which is just bliss, right? And safety, then you get better at it with time. And then I signed my first record deal when I was 19, which was all a bit...
In Hamburg?
Yes.
Okay.
Small label, very difficult relationship. Got out of there after 5 years, which is a really long time. Really long time to learn a lot of lessons. I did. And then I found a great management in Berlin, and they got me signed to Sony Music within a year of working together.
Okay.
But also, when I moved to Berlin, that was like, it was the most liberating thing I've ever done. It was like, you know, like a snake just peeling a layer of skin, being like, boom. I like this new skin. Oh. And I cut all ties in Hamburg.
Okay.
I just got out of a relationship. Only took the heartache to the studio in Berlin, but left all the rest in Hamburg. And then things really started happening. And then Sony signed us. And then 6 months after the release of In This Together, 6 months, it's already been out for 6 months, I think.
Crazy. Okay.
And then they were like, listen, we can get you this TV spot. Do you want it? This is the biggest pitch in TV, in German TV.
How many songs do they get for a
Oh,
show
God
like this?
knows. Dude, I don't even want to know. I know that all the major labels pitch in, but I think like we remember a lot of the songs that they used, right? The year before was the Gitarre. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah, I
that was
kinda
also
remember
like
that,
kind of
yeah.
breaking that song. And then we got that. We won it. And I was like, how did that happen? Because 6 million people watch that show every night. 6 million people want to
That's
watch
so unreal, right?
people eat dirt and animals and humiliate
Would
themselves.
you ever take part in a show like this?
No, thank you. No, thank you. Somebody asked me while I was doing promo for that, and I was a cocky bitch. I said, no, I really hope... If it was like, do you want to be part of this next year, if you got asked? And I was like, no, I really hope that I'm too busy doing music. I was like, okay,
That's the right
ooh,
answer.
snap.
I feel like a lot of people who don't have any success anymore, so they get asked. And like some people that need a little promo.
I would never say everybody who does that is trash, but it is trash TV that completely piggybacks off just like laughing about other people, you know, feeling better about yourself because somebody else is doing worse.
That's what it's all built around.
It's low.
You know?
It's really low, but
So
it's a great opportunity to get your song heard.
and then through that, a lot of things happened for you. I mean, you went on tour. You had a lot of TV shows you performed in and everything. So
We had a
I mean,
couple of
that's-
things happening. Yeah, it was.
You were on tour with James Blunt, right?
I was on tour. Yeah, we were on tour. Manith was with me as well. I got to, like, me and my band, we were invited to join James Blunt on tour, and it was incredible.
How was that? You had the first time where, I mean, you played in such big stadiums and arenas. Which gig was your first time when you performed in front of such a big crowd?
Yeah, the arena tour was truly, it was like, it all happened so quickly, mentally, like getting to the point where you're like, I'm going to be playing in front of potentially 13,000 people soon, in 2 weeks. And you're like, oh my, you can't really, you know, but we played one big festival before that.
Okay.
And that was like an open air festival, and that was mind blowing. And it was just the best high I've ever experienced. We
So
played
addictive,
High
man.
Gun Live, which is like in the middle or south of Germany, I don't really know. And that was my first big show ever, and it was electrifying. And I will never forget this feeling of like flying down the stairs of that stage, because you're just like the adrenaline. I've never felt anything like it. I've been in love before, you know, but I've never felt that. And it is. I get goosebumps right now talking about it.
Me too. Yeah, I can relate.
It is truly the most beautiful thing. And then I was like, oh my God, I get to experience something like this or really similar for every night for the next 6 weeks. And it was just like, oh my God, pure bliss. Tour got cut short after 6 shows, I think. 6, yeah. We had our own bus. And the bus had
your own nightliner where you sleep in and where you have a kitchen in.
The own tour bus, we didn't even have to use that kitchen because James Blunt Catering also invited us to eat with them.
Oh my God.
And it was delicious. It was delicious. We were like, usually when you're on tour, you eat like crap because you just have to, you know, to get what's available. We never ate better food in our lives because the cuisine, James Blunt, even though he's English, and English people are not known.
Fried.
But there were beans, and I love that, you know, I love beans on toast. But it was just brilliant.
How is he? Did you get to meet him?
Oh my God. I was really nervous to meet James Blunt, obviously, because you're beautiful. Like, you know, I thought about James Blunt quite a lot in my life. And then you get to meet your heroes, which is always a difficult thing. But I met him at the second show. The first one, we were kind of just like, he left here, and I, you know, just kind of like missed each other a lot. And then at the second show, I walked into the catering while he was having lunch. And that man, he's so polite, he's so British. He was like, stopped eating for a moment, got up to say like, hi, Emily, I am so happy that you're joining us on tour. Like, thank you so much for being here. And I was just like flustered. I was like, thank you, James Blunt. You were James Blunt.
How were you able
I was
to
like,
speak?
how do you thank me? Like, I thank you. I thank you for everything. It was so cool, man. And also Marco, our bass player, told us that he watched the last show that we played together. He watched he watched the set from the side. You don't ever see that, you know, when you're on this
don't
stage.
Look there.
You don't see it.
Oh my God.
And then I didn't meet him afterwards, and I did not get to say goodbye, my lover.
But he knows you. I mean, now.
But I know that he told Marco that he really enjoyed our set.
I also really enjoyed your set, by the way. I mean,
thank you.
Yeah, I saw it in the Mercedes-Benz arena.
You were in Berlin? Yeah. Oh my God.
I loved it. You killed it.
How wicked was that?
Yeah. This is crazy big stadium. The crowd is freaking out. Yeah.
But tour is back on.
When is your tour gonna be?
And we're going back with James Blunt. We're going back with James Blunt. Yeah. I don't know if that's announced yet, and I think we've just decided that very recently. Okay. But we're doing it.
Dates will be announced.
They will be somewhere.
Yeah.
On the internet. You can find them.
Nice. Okay, cool.
And then right after that, I'm going on my first ever solo tour.
When is that gonna be?
I think it's in May.
In May.
But you know what?
That's mind-blowing.
I don't really know.
It
could be April. At this point,
people have just follow Emily, and then you're gonna find out.
Emily Roberts Music is the Instagram handle, in case you care.
Yeah, we're gonna link everything down below.
It's shameless self-promotion, right? It's disgusting.
No, you have to. That's professional. That's like, that's what you have to
And follow
do.
me on TikTok. No.
Okay, TikTok.
Are you on TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I tried TikTok.
I want to add you on TikTok.
My name is MPNG Music, but I haven't figured out TikTok at all.
It's a difficult
so
game.
Weird. And of course, you know, when you're creative, when you want to get shit done,
it's so time consuming.
So time consuming. You have to be on TikTok. You have to post a video a day or something. I don't know what to grow.
Yeah, but every platform and everything at the moment is just made for quantity over quality. Really, like when you listen to the people from Spotify, And they're like, you should just release more music more often. We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, just like that.
Easy.
Just be more creative. Just be.
They definitely prefer that.
I actually heard about your birthday party, and there was an incident happening at your birthday party.
Oh, I was like,
And-
my secret COVID birthday that is coming up next week? No, I'm joking.
no.
It is my birthday in a couple of days.
I was researching really.
I'm not
hard.
having a party. I'm not having a party.
Not
Don't
like the
believe
last
it.
one. Not like the last
I know what
party
you
where
mean.
someone spilled
Actually, it's funny.
liquor on your laptop
It's funny
and you
that
lost
you-
all your files.
It's funny that you mention this because on my way here, I drove past the place that I was living at the time.
Okay.
And I thought about that incident again because I've talked about it a lot in the promo phase of In This Together. I talked about it a lot for those of you who don't know the story yet. It was my birthday. I invited my closest, it was pre-COVID. I invited everybody that I knew. I was really new to Berlin and already had some cool friends there, you know. And then one buddy of mine, who's also not really a friend of mine anymore, he invited... He was like, can I come? And I'm like, oh, of course, dude.
It's so classic.
And then-
I mean, it's so classic for Berlin apartment
She's
share
like,
parties.
it's
and
an
everything.
open door. Just bring your own booze and we're good, you know?
Yeah, but it
And then
always-
he brought like 16 people.
But that always happens.
And I was
if
like,
you're like,
I
hey,
don't
come.
know. I don't know. I was like, this has never really happened to me.
Okay,
Where I
good.
was like, that's weird, dude. And I was like, cool. If you run down to the Späti and grab more beers, then come up. I have a big room right now. Let's party. And it was fun. He brought great people as well. I met some really cool people that night. But at some point, somebody spilled something over my laptop. Berliner Luft, Pfeffi, we love it. It's just sugar and alcohol. And I didn't know that for a really long time. And then a friend of a friend also came to me. I didn't even know that person. He's like, Emily, you might want to check your laptop. And I'm like, why would I want to do that? I'm partying. And he's like, well, because somebody spilled
That's the
something.
worst nightmare ever.
Somebody spilled something over it. And I'm like, and when did that happen? When did that happen? And why are you not telling me? Like, why didn't you not
Yeah.
tell me? Why are you telling me right now? And I ran to my laptop and I grabbed it and I tilted it to the side and there was just Berliner Luft pouring out of it. And I was thinking about the countless demos of songs. GarageBand was my best friend at the time. I tracked and demoed so many songs. And with my goldfish brain, I never remember anything. Do you know, the best songs are written because you were like in a vibe and you record a voice note and you, it's like you press like, and you already don't remember what you just said.
Totally.
Everything was gone. My entire childhood, not like, especially my youth, all of my photos of my youth, of my friend growing up, everything was gone. I already kind of knew that because when your laptop is just filling up shot glasses, you can be pretty sure
God,
that there's no
yeah.
data left on this. So I just bursted into tears. This is rock bottom. I had to move flat. I was dead ass broke. I had to borrow money from my parents. And the
Oh,
next...
What a situation. Oh,
Dude. And then the next day I woke up, I was hungover as shit, but I didn't even party. You know, it was not even worth it. There were a couple of
I
people...
know parties like this most of the times New Year's Eve.
Yeah, exactly. I hate New Year's Eve for exactly that reason. Never lives up to the expectations. But I had a couple of people lying in my bedroom sleeping, just like everywhere. And Patrick Saimi
Okay.
called me the morning after my birthday. He was like, hey, just call me, like, Emily, give me a ring, call me back when you see this. And I was just like on the balcony, just like, Patrick,
What a scene.
what is it?
Yes.
Yes.
I can imagine it right now. I can
yeah,
really feel it. and
vividly
see it.
imagine a balcony full of bottles, full of cigarettes, full of trash, basically. And I'm just sitting there in the morning
That's
sun.
a movie scene.
I truly felt like that. And then Patrick was like, Emily, happy birthday. What are you doing the next 2 days? And I'm like, you tell me. You tell me, Patrick, because I don't even know where to go from here. He invited me to the studio in Hamburg, and I just, went over there the next day. And then I met Thomas, Stingard, and Ricardo, and they were like, how are you? And to answer this question, I wrote In This Together. because it was truly a mess. But the most beautiful thing about my life at that point were my friends, because they were there for me, and they let me know. They let me feel all of their love. And that's how In This Together came about.
What's your backup solution? Is there a backup for your life? Is there a plan B for you?
No. Do I need one? I don't think so.
I mean, you talk a lot about relations in your song, relationships.
Yeah, that's my backup plan.
That's your
Marry a rich man.
I was just going to ask you a relationship advice.
Marry a
rich man.
No, we do what Cher says. Mom, I am the rich man. That's what Cher said. And she's damn right.
Yeah.
It's funny because I have never really had boyfriends who made more money than me. Not since we were all making our own money. But that's because I truly don't care. I truly don't care. I don't think men have to be the provider, the breadwinner. I don't care. It's like, it's the same. I was raised by a single mom, and she's just like giving. She gives us whatever we need. And I love that, you know? And I see us like as a just a little tiny little community, a couple, and we do whatever we need to do to make this thing work. And we just need money. I don't care who makes it. You know, if my money is your money, if I love you.
Yeah, that's a great mindset. But again, what are your top 3 relationship tips? Because you talk a lot about your relationships in your songs.
I know.
And just quick 3 tips.
Somebody has recently said that I'm an expert on relationships, and that's how my press release started. And I was slightly offended because I feel like we all are experts because we all have relationships, but I just talk about it. I talk about it a lot. I think if people would open up and talk about it really honestly, you know, we could all learn from each other a lot. And I just enjoy singing songs about boys. But I think my number one and everybody's number one thing should probably be, it sounds so dull and dumb, but learn to love yourself. Learn to love yourself before you try loving somebody. If you know your worth, you will attract somebody
people
who's worth it.
Appreciate it, or people who can see it.
Yeah. And also learn, one advice. I saw a TikTok about this the other day, and I was like, oh
There's
my God.
There's so many relationship
so
advice
good.
TikToks out there.
Yeah, one girl was like, what if we would all, instead of trying to look for the problem within us, get turned off by shitty behavior? Where I was like, I love that, because when you're like, he or she doesn't listen to me when I talk, and they never ask about my problems, they never like give me the time of the day, instead of being like, I want you to listen to me, be like, do you know what? It's not really floating my boat at the moment. I don't know. Maybe I'll find somebody who will actually listen to me. Maybe you will find somebody who will actually give you what you think you deserve.
Well, yeah.
But first you gotta know what you deserve.
It's good advice.
Wow, I'm so smart. Am I just not so smart?
Yes, you are.
Should I make a podcast? Oh my God.
Yeah, you're already in kind of one.
Love it.
Okay, relationship advice number 3. That was enough. Well, you can only do 2 if you want. I don't know.
One thing that I also learned, what I feel a lot of people need to learn, is stop caring about social status. It's not like the top 3 advice actually, but it's just something that came to me just now.
But it's important.
Because I feel like a lot of people
motivator, right?
a lot of people want to be with somebody who has really high status socially, like big pop stars or football players or whatever, big actors, big names, big accounts on social media. And that's really attractive.
Like the blue, verified accounts.
Blue tick only.
Yeah.
That would be good for a Tinder profile. I think if you completely let go of that, that is really liberating, because you don't need to be with somebody that a lot of people look up to. If that person is the only one you want to look at, that is all you need, you know? I feel like with a lot of, it's like, I am dating that girl, and so many people try to date her or want to date her, but I am the one. And I'm like,
FOMO
yeah, okay,
situation.
but tell me,
everyone wants
tell me
her.
what makes her so special to you. Tell me her character. Tell me about her character. Who is she? You know, when the answers
they
fall
don't
really
know.
short, you know that you love her for status. People are not an accessory.
But it happens so often. Relationship like that exists. They exist everywhere where people just like get together because of status, and then they want to show their parents, oh, hey, I'm together with this guy. I'm together with this girl. So
I know. People have a lot of ideas of what they need, and they sacrifice a lot of things they actually need for the idea.
you said a lot about man. It's not that important that a man has money, but you are in an industry, in a very man or male dominated industry, in the music industry.
Yeah, we're changing that actively.
What can we, like, what can I learn, or we as male in the music industry, what can we learn to make that change?
We talk about this so many times. Like, you know, the festival lineup that was just announced by this big-ass festival.
Rock am Ring, yeah.
Yeah. Not a single female act. Two girls in bands.
In bands.
You know, playing an instrument in a band.
Sad.
But not like a female headliner. Like, it is front woman. That's where it starts. I think, like, even though this is not the issue, but in German, gendern, I think that's actually cool. I think it's lovely. And everybody who is mad about it should ask themselves, why am I mad about it? What is being taken from me? Nothing. We're adding something to include more people.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
And the language also changes the mindset.
Dude.
And then, you know, what you say becomes your thoughts.
And this is exactly where we go full circle to what you said at the beginning. Do you remember when you talked down on yourself? When you said, yeah, I try, I'm not that good at it.
I'm trying my whole life.
And the thing is, we become our thoughts, we become our actions.
It's true.
Our words shape the future and the reality that we live in. And that's why you got to put a whole lot of love on yourself and talk very highly about you, and do the same with others, you know? Just highlight the good. And what you're, like, the fact that you invited me today and chose a female over another male artist who probably has a bigger following or, I don't know, a bigger Instagram account. We love that. The fact that you invited me and you give me a platform is lovely, and that's appreciated. And I feel like...
Thanks for joining this show. Come on.
Thank you.
It's a win-win.
Thank you. You are giving me a stage where I can talk and I can share. I can do what I like best, talking about myself. And, you know, it could have been somebody else on this couch as well, on this chair, sorry. But that's the thing. If we all are very powerful, and we underestimate our power a lot. A lot of people are like, I only have a couple of followers on my account. It doesn't really matter if I share your song right now. It does. It really does, because you never know who you reach. For example, my good friend Esther Graf shared an artist called Lauren Sanderson a while ago, a year ago, and Esther didn't have the biggest profile, but just quality content, you know, just good stuff. And she shared a song that Lauren Sanderson wrote, and now, a year later, I'm a stan. I love this woman. I love Lauren Sanderson so much. I follow her on Spotify, every release. I'm just like, I want to listen to that shit. She introduced me to an artist that I now love, and I consume her music, you know? I generate streams for her. I do all of that. And I gained because I'm inspired by her. But if you think, oh, I only have 2,000 followers, nobody's going to care. You never know. You never know who you are, who you're going to reach. So
That's such a great mindset.
respect your own audience, no matter how small or how big it is. And just share what you love. And if you love a female artist or any artist that does not get the mainstream media, support them on your platform.
Yes, support us artists, please.
We need it. Most of us are really broke. Ooh.
Okay.
Especially after this year, man. Ooh. It's crazy how the income just... I don't even know the percentage by how much it just cut into... It's just like...
You're gonna be on tour. You're gonna be on tour in a couple
We
of
were all
months.
eating crumbs for a year, but I hope that we're all gonna get back to
We're gonna get
cake
back.
soon.
We're gonna get back.
Yeah.
And there were some community questions.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, for real.
Ooh,
I have two.
Two?
One was, when can we get drunk again at Daniela Bar
Oh
in
my
Hamburg?
God, who said
I don't
that?
know.
Who
I
said
can't
that?
say it. It was-
That's so funny. Daniela Bar, like
Okay, what's
everybody,
that? What's that
everybody
place?
who's been to Hamburg or everybody who knows that place know that this is, or I don't know how many people actually know this, but am I giving this away? Because I feel like a lot of like musicians and artists, and it's their secret hangout space.
And just don't say it.
It's like beep beep. Go to beep at this beep. No, but we had
artist in
some.
Hamburg.
Especially artists. Sundays are Mondays,
Okay.
so we would all go there on Monday night
Yeah, totally.
and just
I love
get hammered because this
Mondays.
is when
Just-
our
just chill
that's when our
everyone-
weekend starts. You know, when we're
Yeah.
super busy working Saturday, Sundays. It's what is it today?
Sunday. We are working on a Sunday.
It is Sunday. We're
Yeah.
working on a Sunday because
see?
that's just how we roll.
That's what I'm gonna do Monday.
And then
like, I don't
tomorrow
know.
we want to get drunk. No.
Another question we got from the community was, is Berlin now your big love, or is it just a short-term affair?
I have been thinking about this recently, and quite a lot. I've been thinking about all of this and where I am, and like also physically where I am and where I want to be. And I found an incredible apartment, which is just my creative zone and my safety, and so beautiful. And I'm thankful for it every day because it actually is too big for just me. And I'm like, how did I get this? I can afford it. And I was like, how? This is just so beautiful. Don't question it, just love it.
So now we're gonna hear Relationshit, and then we're gonna talk some more.
I love to jam.
Some friends pity me. They say, girl, we gon' find you a man. And I say, pretty please. I'm trying to stay single as hard as I can, cause I hear them fighting and yelling all day. I'm gonna keep all of that shit at bay, so don't blame me for looking well rested after good night's sleep. For roses are red and violets are blue. I don't need a man, no, I need a few. And I'll spread my legs, cause I'm alone in my bed. And I won't be kept up by something that somebody said. Woo! I don't wanna settle, I don't wanna commit. I don't want a relationship. I don't wanna settle, I don't wanna commit. I'm not in love and I love it. I don't wanna marry and I don't want a kid. I don't want a relationship. I don't wanna settle, I don't wanna commit. I'm not in love and I love, I'm not in love and I love, love, love it. I'm not in love and I love, love, love it. I'm not in love and I love, love, love it, yeah. I don't wanna settle, I don't wanna commit. I don't want a relationship. There's plenty fish in the sea. Yeah, I could go swimming for days, I like the synergy. but I also don't mind when it fades. Sometimes having too many options is rough, or maybe 3 dating apps aren't enough. I probably swipe left on the love of my life for me, but roses are red and violets are blue. I don't need a man, no, I need a few. And I'll spread my legs, cause I'm alone in my bed, and I won't be kept up by something that somebody said. I don't wanna settle, I don't wanna commit. I don't want a relationship. I don't wanna settle, I don't wanna commit. I'm not in love and I love it. I don't wanna marry and I don't want a kid. I don't want a relationship. I don't wanna settle, I don't wanna commit. I'm not in love and I love, I'm not in love and I love it. Hey. I'm not in love and I love it. I'm not in love and I love it. Yeah. I don't wanna settle, I don't wanna commit. I don't wanna relate. I'm not in love and I love it. Yeah. I'm not in love and I love it. I'm not in love, I'm not in love. Yeah. I don't wanna settle, I don't wanna commit. I don't want a relationship.
I love to jam.
Okay, are you ready, actually?
Is it a quick fire
Yeah,
round?
yeah.
I love that. We do that in our show as well. And it
Oh.
really, picks up the pace again.
Okay, good.
After I'm not trying to host this. Sorry, I'm a guest.
Here, okay, there you go.
Okay.
Now you can have the card. Okay, German or English?
What? English.
Language-wise.
English.
Okay. Hamburg or Berlin?
Berlin.
England or Germany?
England. But it depends. Germany. Both. Both.
Baking or cooking?
Cooking.
German beer or English beer?
Depends, but German beer.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee. But I love tea. I'm indecisive. Yeah.
Breaking up or trying to fix it?
Oh, breaking up. Big time. Break up. I'm truly the bad seed that has told, if my girls come to me,
Just
or my boyfriends, not boyfriends, my friends, all of them, when they come to me and they tell me about their trouble and I listen and I listen and I listen, I'm like, you should break the fuck up. You should
Single?
break up.
Okay. Single or relationship?
Happy.
I didn't see that one coming. Upper or downer?
Upper? What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Beds? Like,
Oh,
I had a loft,
no.
I had a loft
Like,
bed
I think it's
for a
like,
while.
Like mood-wise.
I don't do drugs.
Okay. Good.
I truly don't. We've
Me
all
neither.
grown up so much, huh?
Yeah, but a message could be a downer. Good news, bad news.
It's what you make it.
Right?
I'm so diplomatic today.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
what
so
you make it.
zen today. But
It's
truly, it's
good.
what you make it. Because if that laptop would not have drowned, I would have never written that song, and I would have probably not signed with Sony Music. And we would not be sitting here because you wouldn't give a damn about me.
I can't say anything right now. Oh my god. When was this fight in IKEA?
So that fight in IKEA, we had a fight in IKEA, but it was not a crazy verbal fight. We had a very disgusting situation at IKEA that was just like, we had a fight before. We were on our way to IKEA, went into IKEA mad. I got a message on my phone that was very shocking to me. And then I had to process that. And I was just like, oh my God. And then he was like, you're always on your phone. It kept building up.
So many things got together.
It was a shit day. It was truly a shit day. That inspired something really beautiful.
But this is all part of a new album.
It's an
you're
album,
like-
yes. My album
Yeah.
is called Not in Love.
Not in love.
Not in Love. Because I
When
wrote
is it gonna be released?
September, and we're sticking to that now.
Okay.
We pushed the release, we postponed the release, I think 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
The second time I didn't even announce it because people were like, You know how people are on the internet. And I was like, I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not. It's a pandemic. Like, if I can't take my album on the road, releasing it into thin air is gonna make all of this incredible hard work that I poured into this, and so many people as well. Like, you owe it to your team, like to the producers and the songwriters that I've worked with on this album. I owe it to them to make the most out of this album, because we all poured so much energy into it, and you can tell. Like, I want to release it at the right time. Yes. September has to be that time now. Yeah. You can pre-order it right now.
Yeah, link in bio.
Everybody can pre-order. I know people hate pre-ordering stuff because it's a commitment you make for the future. It's weird, huh? I don't want to settle. I don't want to commit.
Okay, Not in Love.
But it's called Not in Love.
Pre-ordered right now.
On that album, I talk about a lot of the romantic relationships that I've had in the past, that I've completely exploited to write the album.
Nice. Okay.
And there's a couple of people I want to apologize to, but I'll do that on my own time.
Do like your exes come back to you and say, "Oh, you put me in this song."
All the time. No, I'm joking. No, I had a thing. Okay. I had a thing where I would send out a song before I would release it. There's a couple of boys who know in advance. And that was the first song I ever released about an ex. That was Lion's Heart, very old song. And I played it to my ex-boyfriend, because we've been together for quite a long time. And I took something that was really, really close to his heart and very, very important to him, and I took a big dump on it. And I wanted him to hear it from me first. And then I showed, a couple of songs to people. Also, sometimes it is really cool to pour your heart out in the studio, especially when you're crying over somebody, and then you send it to that person. You're like, that's how I feel. Isn't it powerful? Why don't you love me?
No, I mean, but I totally get it. You have that outlet. You have room with your music to say it, to say something you probably couldn't say in person.
Yes,
or
isn't it so much easier sometimes to write a song about it?
Yes.
Rather than having that conversation. I suck at confrontation. I suck at it, and I'm working on it, and I have to learn how to address issues. I fucking hate that. But that's why we put it in the music, because then we don't have to talk about it.
Yeah, but you are talking about it.
Yeah, I'm singing about it. It's so much easier. It's so much easier.
Right, yeah. Imagine a studio situation, and you know this will be your last song.
Charlie Puth. Is Charlie Puth producing? Then I'm in. Sorry.
You want to write your last song with Charlie Puth? Okay.
Can we manifest that? I'm putting
you
Charlie.
Manifested it already.
This morning I put Charlie Puth on my vision board because I want to make music with Charlie Puth.
What would be in that song?
A whole lot of love. The way he slaps the bass at the moment is really cool. And I also love how he turns random sounds that objects make. Like, this would be a cool one.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Charlie, are you there?
Get this! And he uses a sound. I love that. You know? I love putting creative life into...
I think he has absolute hearing, right?
He does. Yeah. I saw TikTok. I love TikTok at the moment. I saw TikTok where he does this challenge, like somebody's being challenged and he's duetting that. Yeah. And it's just like, he's faster than the guy in the challenge and they both always get it right. It's the coolest thing, man. I think he's an outstanding musician who's really cool. And just, there's something about him that I think is just incredibly cool. Okay.
You're going to meet him probably in LA.
And I would love that. That would be really cool.
Let's jam, right?
Yes!
Oh, but you need something for your jams on the road. I mean, you have to react now. We do this reaction thing. Okay, for your jams on the road, there's a small guitar for you.
Can I say that I already saw it?
Yeah, she already saw it. Okay.
I saw it. That does not take away from the pure joy at all, because this is...
Do we have something?
This is the coolest, man. I saw this and I was like, is that a guitar lady sitting there?
Yeah, because you know when you're on tour in a tour bus or something?
Dude, actually...
You put it in your bunk or something?
It is... It is so cool. You know that we only need this one. You know that I wrote a song on the guitar lately, right? I wrote a song on this instrument that I can only play on this instrument. So...
I never saw it. I don't know if it's going to be in tune or...
It's the black one! Oh my god!
Okay, that reaction was real.
Oh my god! I have the other one. I have the brown one.
Nice.
And
But
I
of
looked
course,
at this online. Do you know that these were not available for a really long time because the manufacturer they stopped making guitare-leles.
Oh my god.
And you couldn't order them for quite a while. You can now.
All right.
Do you want Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
I just can't bring myself to throw your toothbrush out. I feel as long as it's here, you will come back around. Then we'll hug and we'll make up. You say sorry, you fucked up, and I'll forgive you. And then I kiss you. I still hide your birthday present inside my room. A vintage sports shirt that I got 'cause it looked good on you. I guess that you will never wear it, so I might as well tear it apart like you did with my heart. I see dinosaurs and I cry. I feel like the last T-Rex when all of his friends died. I thought you were my homie. How come that you don't hold me anymore? I see dinosaurs, I tear up. I guess I never told you how hard I fell in love. Now it's all said and done, and I'm the broken one. Maybe I should just give up.
It's already out of tune again. But dude,
We love it.
I also
We
don't
love
know
it.
if this is good, but thank you so much. Truly, thank you so much for this. This
Thanks
is
for
so cool.
doing this. I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, let's
sing.
sing.
Even more.
Even more. Jam with the band. We gonna perform together.
Pumped. I'm so
Fight in IKEA.
Yeah, let's fight in IKEA.
That's it. Yeah.
I love to jam.
From honeymoon phase to yelling in your face in a matter of weeks. I went from being overwhelmed by simply holding your hand to avoiding to speak. I don't remember signing up for this. Our kisses used to be so sweet, but now there's poison on your lips. Someone call the referee whenever we fight. You say nasty stuff about me, and I think you might be right. We dreamt of Sweden, now we just fight in IKEA. How do we get here? I know that we're both kinda nuts. Yeah, we just rushed into this love like we had nothing left to lose. But I've lost my patience and my pride when I screamed and then I cried, and I'm short of an excuse. Someone call the referee whenever we fight. You say nasty stuff about me, and I think you might be right. We dreamt of Sweden, now we just fight in IKEA. How do we get here? You say this is what couples do, but I don't agree with you. Honey, I think this is it. Ooh, you've introduced me call the referee whenever we fight. You say nasty stuff about me, and I think you might be right. We dreamt of Sweden, now we just fight in Ikea. How do we get here? Someone call the referee whenever we fight. You say nasty stuff about me, and I think you might be right. We dreamt of Sweden, now we just fight in Ikea. How do we get here? Someone call the referee whenever we fight. You say nasty stuff about me, and I think you might be right. We dreamt of Sweden, now we just fight in Ikea. How did we get here?
I love to jam.
Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much, band. Thank you so much, Emily Roberts. Thank you so much, Student Hotel. Hope to see you soon in one of the next episodes. Please give this video a thumbs up and see you next time. Bye.
Someone call the referee whenever we fight. You say nasty stuff about me, and I think you might be right. We dreamt of Sweden, now we just fight in Ikea. How did we get here?